Welcome to Life Experience. Discover Arnold Schwarzenegger's epic journey. Hit subscribe and ring the bell. Hey, everyone, welcome back to Life Experience. And today, we're diving into the incredible world of a living legend, Arnold Schwarzenegger. When you hear Arnold, you probably picture the T-800 blasting through Terminator, or maybe Mr. Freeze chilling the screen in Batman and Robin. But here's a mind-blowing fact. Arnold was already a millionaire before he ever stepped foot on a Hollywood set. Yup, before he dropped his iconic "I'll be back," this Austrian powerhouse had built a fortune through razor-sharp business instincts and savvy real estate moves. So, buckle up as we explore how it all began and how Arnold turned his vision into a billion-dollar empire by 2025. In this video, we're unpacking Arnold's journey from a young immigrant with just $27,000 in his pocket to a global icon with a net worth of $1.2 billion. According to sources like Forbes. We'll cover his early real estate hustle that made him a millionaire by age 25, his game-changing investments in companies like Starbucks, Google, and Dimensional Fund Advisors, and how he revolutionized Hollywood with contracts that turned every role into a goldmine. Plus, we'll take a peek at his jaw-dropping lifestyle in 2025. Think luxurious mansions, a car collection that screams power, and watches that cost more than most people's houses. Arnold's story is about more than money. It's about discipline, vision, and relentless hard work. Whether you're a fan of his action flicks, curious about his financial strategies, or just inspired by his larger-than-life journey, this video is for you. So, grab a snack, get comfy, and let's dive in. Oh, and before we start, make sure to smash that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss a video. Ready to uncover the secrets behind Arnold's success? Let's roll! From Austria to America, Arnold's dream takes flight. It's 1968, and a 21-year-old Austrian named Arnold Schwarzenegger lands in the United States with just $27,000 to his name. That's about $240,000 in today's money, adjusted for inflation. Back then, he's not the Hollywood star we know. He's a young bodybuilder from a small village called Thal, Austria, raised in a modest family by a strict father who instilled one golden rule: be useful. That phrase becomes Arnold's lifelong mantra, guiding every step of his journey. So, how do you go from $27,000 to a multimillion-dollar empire before you're 25? The answer: unstoppable ambition, ironclad discipline, and a knack for spotting opportunities. When Arnold arrives in California, the real estate market is on fire. The 1970s are a time of soaring inflation and skyrocketing property values, and Arnold sees his chance to make it big. He doesn't have a finance degree or high-powered connections, but he's got something better: a mindset forged in the gym and a hunger to learn. His first real estate deal is a stroke of genius. With a $10,000 loan from his trainer at the legendary Gold's Gym, Arnold buys a small apartment building in Santa Monica for $214,000. Less than a year later, he flips it for $360,000, pocketing a massive profit. That's just the start. Arnold develops a killer strategy. He buys modest properties, improves them to boost their value or rent, and then trades them for bigger buildings using 1031 exchanges. For those new to the term, a 1031 exchange lets you sell a property and reinvest the proceeds into another without paying capital gains taxes right away. It's like a financial cheat code. By age 25, Arnold owns over 100 rental units in Santa Monica and Venice Beach, neighborhoods that were affordable back then but are now some of the hottest real estate markets in the world. For example, he snaps up a building in Santa Monica for $450,000 and later sells it for $2.3 million. Each purchase is a stepping stone to bigger investments, growing both his cash flow and net worth. His golden rule: never spend before you earn. While most young people might have blown their early profits on flashy cars or parties, Arnold reinvests every penny into larger properties, methodically building his empire. Fast forward to 2025, and Arnold's real estate portfolio, spanning commercial and residential properties, is worth between $100 and $200 million. One of his crown jewels is a commercial building in Santa Monica that houses Oak Productions, his fully owned production company. Not only does he own the building outright, but he also collects steady rent from other tenants. Talk about passive income done right. Arnold's also invested in major projects like the Easton Town Center in Columbus, Ohio, a high-end retail and entertainment complex valued at $230 million, with his share estimated at $115 million. What makes Arnold's story so inspiring is that he didn't rely on luck, he created it. In an interview with Tim Ferriss for Tools of Titans, he shares how he capitalized on 1970s inflation. A property bought for $500,000 could jump to $800,000 in a year, delivering 300% returns on his initial cash investment. His motto: observe the market, learn fast, and act boldly. He often managed his early properties himself, learning the ins and outs of tenant management, renovations, and local market trends. That hands-on approach laid the foundation for his wealth. Are you dabbling in real estate or dreaming of it? Drop your thoughts or questions in the comments below, and let us know if you're using any of Arnold's strategies to build your own empire. Real estate was just the beginning. Arnold didn't stop at bricks and mortar. He also invested in companies that would change the world. Let's move on to his next big move: game-changing business investments. Arnold's genius moves, from Starbucks to DFA. While real estate made Arnold a millionaire before 30, his investments in businesses turned that wealth into a $1.2 billion empire by 2025, per Forbes estimates. A big chunk of that fortune comes from his ability to spot opportunities where others saw uncertainty. Let's talk about one of his smartest plays: his investment in Dimensional Fund Advisors, DFA. Back in 1996, when Arnold was already a global star thanks to Terminator and Total Recall, he made a bold bet. He bought a near 5% stake in DFA, a money management firm that was handling $12 billion in assets at the time. DFA wasn't a household name, but Arnold saw the potential in passive investing, a sector that would explode over the next few decades. By 2025, DFA manages nearly $718 billion, and Arnold's stake is now worth between $300 and $500 million. Let that sink in. This single investment likely out-earned his entire acting career. It's a testament to his vision and his knack for surrounding himself with top advisors, like his friend Warren Buffett. But DFA is just one piece of the puzzle. In the 1990s, Arnold invested in Starbucks, back when it was still a growing coffee chain, not the global giant it is today. He also jumped into Google in 1999, long before search engines dominated our lives. More recently, he's backed innovative companies like Beyond Meat and AMC, further diversifying his portfolio. These moves show that Arnold doesn't just follow trends, he predicts them. Another standout: his stake in the Easton Town Center in Columbus, Ohio. This upscale retail and entertainment complex, valued at $230 million, draws millions of visitors annually. Arnold's share, estimated at $115 million, generates steady income through rents and property appreciation. He's also invested in the luxurious Waldorf Astoria Beverly Hills, adding a touch of glamour to his real estate holdings. How does Arnold pick his investments? It's not magic. He surrounds himself with top financial advisors, studies markets, and takes calculated risks. In one interview, he shared that he learned to think big when he arrived in America. When he invested in DFA, he didn't settle for a small stake. He went all in, confident the company would grow. This blend of boldness and caution is a lesson for us all. Beyond investments, Arnold owns several businesses. He's a co-owner of Oak Productions, which handles his film projects, and Fitness Publications Incorporated, which publishes best-selling fitness books like the New Encyclopedia of Modern Bodybuilding. His autobiography, Total Recall, still brings in royalties. He also runs Pumping Iron America, a company managing his branding and licensing deals. And let's not forget his ad campaigns. Arnold's been a sought-after ambassador for brands like Bud Light, World of Tanks, DirecTV, and even quirky Japanese products, raking in millions for quick commercial shoots. His ability to diversify income streams is a masterclass in building lasting wealth. As he often says, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Real estate, stocks, businesses, endorsements. Arnold's created a financial ecosystem that keeps growing, even when he steps away from the spotlight. Are you investing in businesses or dreaming of it? What's your inspiration for diversifying your income? Share your ideas in the comments, and let Arnold's bold moves inspire you to think big. Now, let's shift gears to the most glamorous part of his career: how Arnold turned Hollywood into a cash machine. Hollywood: how Arnold redefined star salaries. If real estate and investments made Arnold rich, Hollywood made him a global superstar. But what sets him apart isn't just his charisma or chiseled physique, it's his genius for negotiating contracts that rewrote the rules of the industry. Over his career, Arnold earned roughly $500 million from salaries, profit shares, and related revenue. By refusing standard paychecks and crafting deals that maximized his earnings. From the start, Arnold took a unique approach. Instead of settling for a flat salary, he negotiated profit percentages, merchandise revenue, like toys and video games, and global box office shares. This strategy turned every hit movie into a financial jackpot. Let's break down some iconic examples. In 1987, Predator earned him $3 million, a solid paycheck for an actor still climbing the ranks. By 1990, Total Recall brought in $11 million. But the real game-changer came with Terminator 2, Judgment Day in 1991. His salary? A whopping $12 million for just 700 words spoken in the film. Do the math, that's about $21,000 per word. In an interview, Arnold jokingly said he earned more per word than any actor at the time. It's not just about the money, it's proof of his negotiation prowess. For True Lies in 1994, directed by James Cameron, he pocketed $15 million. And in 1997, for Batman and Robin, where he played the icy Mr. Freeze, Arnold secured a massive $25 million, more than George Clooney, who starred as Batman. Despite mixed reviews, that paycheck cemented his status as one of Hollywood's highest-paid stars, showing his box office draw trumped artistic critiques. The pinnacle came with Terminator 3, Rise of the Machines in 2003. Arnold negotiated a legendary deal, $29.25 million upfront, plus 20% of global box office receipts beyond $380 million. With the film grossing $433 million worldwide, his total haul was around $35 million. And get this, his contract included insane perks, a private jet, bodyguards, a mobile gym, luxury hotel suites, and a pay-or-play clause ensuring he'd get paid even if the film fell through. Talk about a bulletproof deal. One of Arnold's smartest moves was for the 1988 comedy Twins with Danny DeVito. Instead of an upfront salary, Arnold, DeVito, and director Ivan Reitman negotiated 40% of the film's profits. The result? Twins grossed $216 million worldwide, plus huge home video and TV sales. Arnold later said this film earned him more than any other, with estimates of $35 to $40 million, equivalent to $70 to $80 million in 2025 dollars. This deal became legendary in Hollywood, setting a precedent for stars betting on themselves instead of taking fixed paychecks. But Arnold didn't stop at salaries. He also cashed in on merchandise. Terminator toys, video games, and apparel generated millions, and Arnold secured a cut of those profits. Even in 2025, T-800 figurines and games are still selling, adding a steady stream to his fortune. His ability to tap into a film's broader commercial ecosystem shows he's not just an actor, he's a business mastermind. What's your favorite Arnold movie? Terminator, Predator, or maybe Twins? Drop it in the comments, and share this video if you loved learning how Arnold turned Hollywood into a goldmine. Now, let's explore the luxurious side of his life in 2025, from dream homes to jaw-dropping cars and watches. Arnold's world: mansions, cars, and watches. In 2025, at 78 years old, Arnold Schwarzenegger is living a life most can only dream of. His $1.2 billion fortune fuels a lavish lifestyle, but it's still grounded in discipline and generosity. Let's dive into his stunning homes, incredible car collection, rare watches, and daily routine. Arnold's mansions. Arnold's real estate portfolio is a cornerstone of his wealth. His most famous property is his Brentwood estate in Los Angeles, a 2.5-acre compound bought in 2002 for $4.9 million. Today, it's valued between $12 and $30 million, depending on the market. This luxurious home boasts 7 bedrooms, multiple bathrooms, a private gym, a pool, tennis courts, and stables for his beloved pets, a miniature horse named Whiskey, a donkey named Lulu, and a pig named Schnelly. Arnold often shares heartwarming posts of him feeding his animals, showing his down-to-earth side. He also owns a Sun Valley, Idaho retreat, a 17,000-square-foot mountain lodge with a rustic wood and stone design, valued at over $20 million. This family haven is where he unwinds. Arnold once held a stake in the Waldorf Astoria Beverly Hills, a luxury hotel, and owned a Pacific Palisades home, bought for $5 million and sold for $13 million. These pics highlight his knack for high-value locations. His car collection. Arnold's garage is a rolling museum, worth millions. His collection reflects his love for power and innovation. Standouts include 1957 Cadillac Eldorado Biarritz, bought for $7,286 in the 1990s, sold at auction for $649,000 due to its history and Arnold's fame. Hummer H1 Slantback. Arnold helped popularize this military vehicle for civilians. His Chrysler electric conversion, costing $1 million, blends ruggedness with ecotech. Bugatti Veyron, a supercar hitting 253 miles per hour, valued at $2 to $3 million. Bentley Continental GT Supersports, a 700 horsepower beast with a 205 miles per hour top speed. Mercedes SLS AMG Roadster, a 563 horsepower stunner at 196 miles per hour. M47 Patton Tank, a 50-ton Cold War relic used for charity events, crushing cars for crowds. Arnold's also owned a Tesla Roadster and a Cybertruck, aligning with his Schwarzenegger climate initiative. His watch collection. Arnold's watches, worth over $2 million, are an extension of his bold persona. Highlights include Jacob & Company, Napoleon Quadra Tourbillon, a $600,000 rose gold masterpiece, limited to 18 pieces. Panerai Radiomir Big Egiziano PM 00341, a 60mm titanium giant at $30,000. Audemars Piguet Royal Oak Offshore End of Days, an iconic $30,000 piece. Rolex GMT Master 1675 Concorde, a rare $50,000 gem. In 2015, Arnold launched his own watch brand, creating rugged designs that mirror his fearless spirit. His daily life in 2025. At 78, Arnold's still a force. He rises before dawn, feeds his animals, and trains with age-appropriate exercises, cycling, swimming, or light weightlifting. His diet is 80 to 90% plant-based, packed with fruits, veggies, and protein shakes. He shares his philosophy through his free Arnold's Pump Club newsletter and Be Useful, 7 Tools for Life, inspiring millions to live healthier. Family is central. Despite his 2011 split with Maria Shriver, he maintains a respectful bond for their kids, Catherine, Christina, Patrick, Christopher, and Joseph Baena. As a grandfather, he loves teaching his granddaughters responsibility through his animals. His partner, Heather Milligan, a physical therapist, shares his drive for over a decade. Arnold's a philanthropist, donating $1 million to COVID-19 frontline workers and funding veteran housing. His Schwarzenegger climate initiative pushes sustainable solutions. What part of Arnold's lifestyle inspires you? His cars, Arnold's
watches,
legacy, or discipline?
a life lesson.
Share in the
And
comments.
there you have it,
folks, an epic journey through Arnold Schwarzenegger's world in 2025. From his humble start with $27,000 to a $1.2 billion empire, Arnold proves that discipline, vision, and hard work can turn dreams into reality. His story, from real estate to Hollywood to visionary investments, is a masterclass in thinking big. Whether it's his Santa Monica buildings, his Bugatti Veyron, his Audemars Piguet watches, or his morning routine with his pets, Arnold lives with intensity and generosity that inspire. He teaches us that wealth isn't just about money, it's about impact. Through his philanthropy, books, and X-posts, he keeps pushing millions to be useful and aim high. So, what do you think? Is Arnold Schwarzenegger your role model? What lesson from his journey will you apply? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and if you loved this deep dive into the Terminator's world, give it a big thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more inspiring stories. See you next time. Hasta la vista, baby. End of script. Estimated runtime, 50 to 60 minutes, with visuals and pauses. Total words, approximate, 7,000.